Okay, so in this video, I want to go over all of the tablet options that Samsung has available. This is actually heavier than I thought. That Samsung has available for you. Believe it or not, this was a highly requested video. So let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, in this video, we're not covering all of the tablets that Samsung ever made. Instead, what we're doing in this video, because it was highly requested, of course, is go over the different choices available for regular consumer-specific tablets that are current. So we will stick to the most recent gen or the most current generation tablets that Samsung has available right now. So why don't we go ahead and start off with our budget tablets and just, work our way up. And the first one up is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. I actually just recently made a video update on this guy here. Now, sure, this thing came out almost 2 years ago, but as far as form factor goes, this is Samsung's most current and smallest budget tablet that we have. So this one is going to be representative of this particular category. And before this one here, we had, of course, the Tab A8.4 that dropped over a year prior to that. But anyways, this particular tablet is geared towards those of you looking for a small form factor tablet. It's a perfect tablet for kids of a certain age, especially if you want to keep them within, the Samsung ecosystem, right? Now, it's also perfect to those of you who are constantly on the go, right? So, people who take the train, the metro, bus ride, all that stuff. It's great for simple internet navigation, watching movies, checking your emails, and so forth. Before making the last video update that I made on this, I actually hadn't made full review videos on this particular tablet here. So feel free to check out those videos if you want a more comprehensive take on this particular tablet. Now, look at the Tab A7 Lite as a lighter version of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, the regular Tab A7, which came out 3 years ago, I'm gonna say. So it's kind of a lighter version of that. And I'm talking in almost all aspects, right? So all the way from the size, right? So a lighter, version of that, meaning a smaller size, all the way down to performance. And speaking of performance, do not buy this here if you're hoping for mind-blowing performance. Definitely not. Stay away from this if you're looking for something that performs extremely well. This won't even give you mid-range performance or even normal budget performance that you'll be hoping to get from the regular Tab A7, because again, it's kind of a step down below the typical budget performance tablet. Like a budget performance or something that you'll be getting from the regular Samsung Galaxy Tab A8, which is the current Samsung budget. And that's actually a nice segue into the next one, which is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 here. So this one is going to be the next level up, right? This is the most current regular budget tablet available from Samsung, and it's been out for a bit over a year, and it will offer you that decent budget performance that you're looking for. It's excellent for watching movies, taking it on the go with you. Despite boasting that 10.5 inches display, it's still light enough for you to carry it around without it being kind of an inconvenience. It has nice stereo speakers, a headphone jack, expandable internal storage, and is also eligible to update to Android 13. You can navigate the internet with less lagging when compared to the Tab A7 Lite that we just covered there. You can do some moderate level of gaming here, some light level of multitasking, but if you push too far, like you're trying to be super productive with it, it's definitely going to crash or it's definitely going to freeze. It's not a productivity tablet. So it's perfect to those of you who are looking for, an affordable tablet that's, that's not going to break the bank, something you can be maybe laying down or lounging and watching movie on the couch. This would be the perfect candidate for that. It's a reliable tablet. So again, if you're looking for a reliable tablet, something that's backed and, supported long enough by a reliable brand like Samsung, this would be a really nice one. Plus, it lives in an established and solid ecosystem that Samsung has, and it will cover the average person's day-to-day tablet needs without going beyond that, right? Now, if you want to go beyond everything that I've just listed here, and you're looking for something that goes a little bit higher than just this budget performance, something that's not necessarily top level, mid-range, maybe, but that's also not budget, then the next one out of these is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here. So it kind of sits between what I would call a low to middle part of the mid-range tablet spectrum, right? Because it's not high level mid-range, but it's kind of in the middle there. And I'm saying this because, of course, we're talking actual mid-range level type of performance without necessarily coming close to flagship level type of performance. This thing is loaded with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720. To those of you who don't care about that, it simply means that you should expect a mid-range level of work here. All the way up to productivity. You certainly can be a bit more, well, actually a lot more productive with this than you would with the regular Galaxy Tab A8. You do have 4 gigs of RAM here. The internal storage is expandable. By the way, the internal storage on all of them is expandable. So you still have the headphone jack here, which is also a nice thing, just like you did with the budget tablet. You have even better sound quality here. So the sound quality is even better on the mid-range here, despite having 2 speakers less. The speakers on here are crispy. The sound quality coming out has been tuned in and calibrated very well. So you will definitely be enjoying watching movies, playing games, navigating the internet, even less lag, as I mentioned, when you do productivity related stuff. You're gonna multitask even better here. And this particular tablet will actually see the introduction of two main crucial Samsung features: support for Samsung DeX, and of course the support for a Samsung S Pen. So what this means is that you are now expanding your world into the universe of real tablets and dipping your toes in what it means to be productive by using, Samsung DeX. You're now going to be able to take advantage of an interface that mimics that of a laptop, of a computer, right? So you'll be able to kind of use your tablet as a computer. And on top of that, you have access to this amazing Samsung S Pen along with all of the standard features that come loaded in it, right? So make sure to check out the other, dozen. I've made so many videos on this. I've made so many comprehensive videos, I should say, on this. So make sure to check out those videos if you want to learn about this particular tablet. So in short, this is just one of those tablets that you're looking to use it and see how far you can push without breaking a bank, how far you can squeeze every drop out of your dollars. This is probably one of the tablets that most people who watch this channel have bought from watching this channel, in case you are new to the channel here. Those of you who want good value tablet for school maybe, or small business if you own a small business, or even just for fun. Those of you who want a light tablet that helps you with productivity. And finally, those of you who are looking for just a solid tablet with fantastic stylish user experience without paying a whole lot of money, right? So this would be the guide that I recommend. And speaking of paying money, what you could do here with this is, if you add a little bit of money, you can then go up to the higher part of that spectrum, of that tablet spectrum, and pick up this mid-range here. This one is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE, and this one sleeps right at the top of the mid-range tablet when it comes down to Samsung mid-range. And at this point, we're blurring the line between mid-range and flagship because it is right at the top. That performance here is a bit better than what you have on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. And of course, this is assuming that you go ahead and pick up the Wi-Fi model of the Samsung Tab S7 FE here. You have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 778 here, which is pretty nice. It is also loaded with 4 gigs of RAM, along with an expandable storage. As I mentioned, all of them have expandable storage, and I have made a whole rack of comprehensive videos on this tablet as well. So make sure to check out those videos. So right out of the gate, the first thing you will notice about this tablet is just the size. This thing is huge. And by the way, don't let me fool you with my large hands making it feel like it's a small tablet. This is a huge tablet. If you are familiar with what, the size of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus and the Tab S8 Plus are, those are the same size as this guy right here, meaning 12.4 inches. Of course, you do have some differences between this and those flagship tablets. Here, for example, you have a dual speaker setup, right, as opposed to a quad speaker setup like it is the case with the flagship ones. But anyways, this is not a comparison. So you have a dual speaker setup here, great sound quality coming out, no headphone jack. This is where the headphone jack disappears. So no headphone jack here. It does support Samsung DeX also. As I mentioned earlier, you do have video output signal here, and of course, it also does have support for the S Pen. This one is perfect for artists who are looking for an affordable option, something that has a large, or just a large canvas for their work. Those of you who want a large tablet at decent cost. Those of you who are students, small business owners. It's a fantastic tablet for watching movies, playing games, and so much more. So again, if you are in the market for something like I just highlighted there, make sure to check out this one, the Tab S7 FE, to see if it fits your needs. Now, once you go from here, once you go across that mid-range, that high-level mid-range, of course, we're going to be falling into the flagship world. We are going to start off with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, which is the cheapest flagship series that Samsung has currently available, right? So we spill right into that. Anyway, so what you have here is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. This is the current flagship. This is the perfect tablet. I personally think this is the best Android tablet, like the overall best Android tablet. And of course, we have some other tiers that are higher up this. The reason I'm saying this is perfect is just because it's right in the middle there. It just cut across, right? But anyway, so I think the vast majority of the population out there, needs this. It will provide you pretty much everything you need and more. The size is just perfect at 11 inches. It's a true premium tablet with top-notch performance and a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 here. Again, to those of you who are not really into specs, try to ignore that, right? Just know that this is a very, very good tablet. You're looking at 8 gigs of RAM here. Of course, you're going to be able to do so much more. You have top level speakers, a quad speaker setup. Of course, it is louder, it is crispier, it's very nice. Great camera for a tablet, right? So in the world of tablets, this here has a great camera, a lengthy software support at up to 5 years when you include the security updates, which is, you know, just very neat to have. This tablet here is a true powerhouse. It's portable, it's fantastic for watching movies, for gaming, you know, tackling heavy tasks, video editing, of course. To those of you who are content creators, this would be nice for video editing. It's a true productivity tablet. I sure would imagine it does support the Samsung S Pen, of course, with a low latency. You also do have the support for Samsung DeX here, which is where you can get the most of Samsung DeX, because this is the best or the highest level of Samsung DeX, whether you're looking for Samsung DeX, you know, wireless or wired Samsung DeX, video output, extending the display of your tablet into a portable or an external monitor. You can do all of that here without any issues. This is where you take full advantage of Samsung DeX. And this is going to go across for all 3 of the series here, the flagship series. Again, this will cover your needs, whether you are a medical student, a business owner, a regular student, high school student, college student, it doesn't matter. This should cover all of your needs and more. Again, just like the other ones, I've made multiple videos on this, so if you need to learn more, make sure to check out those videos. And as you are checking out the videos on it, make sure to check out the videos on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, also like the one that I have here, which for the sake of not being redundant, I'm just going to say it is pretty much the same stuff that you found on the Tab S8 that you are going to find on the Tab S8 Plus, except you have some additions, right? The size, for example, here, you're looking to be bumped out of 12.4 inches. As I mentioned earlier, it is the same size as the Tab S7 FE and also the Tab S7 Plus. The latency is even shorter on the S Pen found on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus here, and many consider this to be the best of both worlds simply because it sits right in between, right? The regular Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 and the most expensive, which is of course the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, right? This is the biggest one that we have here. Huge display, 14.6 inches. Again, just because I'm holding it like this doesn't mean that it's a small display. It's actually a pretty large tablet here. Huge tablet. It is a fantastic. And before we actually continue talking about this one, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus here does have a super AMOLED display here, beautiful picture quality, resolution of 1848 by 2960, high refresh rate also, just like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. Again, these are not reviews, right? I'm not necessarily making reviews on these tablets here. Make sure to check out the actual reviews if you want to learn more about these tablets. Anyway, so going back to the Ultra here, it is the big door. It is the creme de la creme if you are looking for the most expensive or top level tablet that Samsung has to offer. This is the one, the largest, the thinnest, the fastest, the most advanced, the closest to a laptop that you can get out of a tablet, the everything, the most of everything that Samsung has on a tablet. All of that would be consolidated in here. So all of the best attributes, the top level stuff from all of the tablets that I've gone over in this video would be compiled or consolidated into this one. Of course, except for the size, of course. If you're looking for something, a small form factor, obviously this is not it. But everything else, you know, whether we're talking performance, the type of display, the type of speakers, how loud the speakers are, all of that good stuff will be consolidated in this tablet here. This is the best of the best. And of course, for the sake of not being redundant, let's not go over every single detail because of course I have videos out there and you already get an idea of what this tablet is. If you're looking for the best of the best, it is of course the Tab S8 Ultra. Now in summary, you can see here that Samsung has a pretty wide array of tablets, right? So many different choices available to you as the consumer. I'm just hoping that this not only gives you a glimpse at what the choices available currently are, but that it also helps your purchasing decision. And of course, if you want something that's a bit more informative, just look at what you're interested in within, you know, from the list that I've just gone over. Go ahead and watch the videos that I've made on that particular tablet that you're interested in, see if that fits your need, and of course, figure out if that's the one that you're gonna go for and make that decision. And I'm certainly hoping that those videos are gonna be informative enough for you to go ahead and make a purchasing decision. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. If you have any questions, of course, make sure to put those in the comment section. That's where I typically catch the majority of you guys. Make sure to share this video if you know anyone who is in the market for a tablet or someone who would be interested. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe also. That's very important if you haven't done so already. already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I will catch you in the comment section. I'm also going to catch you in the next video like I always do. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.